that's weird, but whatever. And that's weird, but whatever. And that was it. That was the end of the conversation. She just was like, oh, that's weird or whatever, but whatever. That's just the time we're in now. Just so accepting of it. Like that's just like just rolling over and just giving up.
Right, there's so much going on. Listen, you're not even rolled over for that. There's a lot going on in her life that she's not able to address. Uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna give you an opinion. I homeschooled one of my children through the eighth grade, and I have dealt with children that he was in school with, their families, and sometimes this backfires on you when you try to protect your children, and uh, it ends up backfiring, and they become rebellious, and they think that they missed something because you tried to overprotect them. And I've seen a lot of that. Uh, my son went to high school, and he was in a good high school. Things worked out as much as they're going to. Okay, that's another story for another day. It's a very hard problem. I will give you an opinion. It's a good idea to have your children in a school district where the parents are successful, and there's some kind of that means that the parents are basically educated, whether we agree with their political views or not. One of my grandsons was in not too good schools, and then they added. He went to a good school district where the parents were successful, and he looked around and thought, I'd like to be successful. Rafi, it looks like there must be a better room.
My bad. I didn't mean to piss anyone off. I was just talking. Excuse the fuck out of me.
I didn't direct that. It's Snake. Good Lord.
این کار شدی که کالیباب شد این خانم چیز ونزوئلا و الان نوکر دسترسی ترامپ میخواد بشه نه همینجوری که داریم میبینیم نیست.
Joe, you're the education person up there. You're being pretty quiet.
እኔ እኮ አይመለከተኝም፣ ግን ዝም ብዬ ልንገራችሁ። እኔ ጊዜ ዝም ብዬ አስተያየት አልሰጥም። ግን ይሄ ምንድን ነው ስሙ ዛፍ ከገጫችሁ 300,000 ብር የተባለ ጊዜ የለም። ከዛ አንዱ እኮ ነው 2 ዛፍ ነው ምናምን ገጭቶ ከዛ መኪና የሚባል ጥሩ ችሏል። በቃ ሄዶ ለቤት
He's not really big in space. He's more like in the goo sort of thing. But yeah, they've been together for a minute now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not a surprise. They be hooking up with each other.
But probably got everybody.
Just know, I know whoever he is. He from Chicago. All I know is he from Chicago. That's the only thing. Yeah, that's the only thing I know. And I probably know him, but I don't know. Yeah, I didn't want to pry, so I didn't ask. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see if I can find his profile. He changed his name, and so when they changed the name, I be forgetting.
But I could actually call Mango because I got her number. I could just ask her, but I don't want to pry.
Oh, I'm telling you, that one right there. Yeah. Now Mango, she had the baby about a month ago. You kind of late.
She had him last week because I called her when she had him. She had him on like Mother's Day, like the week of Mother's Day.
Yeah, she about to. Because she was trying to push a Gemini out, and I said, "Absolutely not." I spoke light. I said, "No, you can have you a real cool Taurus. I think that'll fit you. That'll be good for you."
Right, and then it's like crazy relationship that I didn't know existed.
What was wrong with the child being Gemini, Miss Taurus?
So, okay.
Yeah, my mom is Gemini. I think
my bad, I'm not surviving. And it is Gemini season, so I should have had a little bit more respect about myself. Oh. There's absolutely nothing wrong with Gemini. I would like to tell a truth in a very amicable way. you know, the Gemini has two of y'all. It's two. It's two in there. And one of the twins, first lady, we absolutely love. I'm talking about we would
Yeah.
go to war. We would go to war behind that twin. We're gonna ride out behind that twin. That twin is funny as fuck. That twin that twin can be a sunshine on a rainy day, on a cloudy day.
Mm, 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 mm. I am the charioteer of the east, Lord of the past and of the future. I see by mine own inward light, Lord of resurrection, who cometh forth from the dust, and my birth is from the house of death. Al, you gotta stop lending out your kayak. People don't respect other people's property. You know that. Hello?
Rappy.
Rafi's sleeping, Al.
I'm gonna wake his fucking ass up.
He's been on Clubhouse for 48 hours. Let him get at least 3 hours in. It's exhausting.
Wakey, wakey.
The war room. Where's BB? I haven't seen BB in a while.
I don't know. I haven't seen him. I'm here. I mean, he's eating. All right.
Oh, he's eating.
Suppose you're allowed to eat. Okay, fine.
Well, Americans do not want Sharia because they don't understand Sharia, and they don't know that. Have you, Al? Have you ever read the Constitution of Muhammad, the Charter of Medina in 660? Have you ever actually read it?
I have not. I'm gonna rely on your
Oh,
wisdom
you
and
should
that.
read it because once you read it, you're like, oh my god, like it's a
I'm
chart.
already like, oh my god.
It's well, yeah, but most people don't understand the legal underpinnings of Islam and the claims and the history of Muhammad and what he did in Medina, etc. So it's very, it's such a vast, huge historical uh, narrative, and when you really read into it and then you compare it to Western law, you're like, holy shit! Like theocracy or the union of church and state. It's the opposite of our reality here in America. The opposite. It's the opposite.
That's right. It's not compatible. Islam is not compatible with Western society.
Yeah, it's hard to explain that though to Americans who are accused of being Islamophobic, and I mean I could show you pictures of 30-year-old men marrying 6-year-old girls, and they themselves are dressed up like women. Did you see that recent video put out of the
Ooh.
man marrying a little girl? They dress her up like a little lady, and he dresses up as like a woman too. It's the weirdest shit. Pakistan has some weird motherfuckers in it. The third world is the third world, but we don't want the third world in the first world. We reject it, and our founders rejected it.
I don't even think a reformation could rectify all that's wrong there.
It would help, though.
I mean, the rest of us got with the program, had ourselves a reformation. I love when they like to compare. Well, Christians and come on, can we talk about today? Can we talk about today?
Well, I think if there was some type of an Islamic council and they were to have some type of constitutional convention, it could only help the situation because it's that bad.
Yes,
And I think Saudi Arabia should lead it.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, lead it, but in conjunction with all the other Islamic states. Not just one Islamic state, you know. They need a confederation of Islam to come in and write a new constitution and update it from 600. It's not updated. What about you, Muhammad, aka Radium Dials? You make drones, huh? What do you think about updating the Islamic Charter?
I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, why not? I don't understand why it can't happen. Our states do it. I live in Illinois. I know a lawyer here who ran in politics, and he tried to convene a constitutional convention in the state of Illinois, and there's nothing wrong with having constitutional conventions. They had it in the year 660. Muhammad pulled off a fast one. Why can't they have another one? There's nothing wrong with, creating new content, right? Hello?
You can't really, innovate,
Yeah, you can.
in Islam council, a constitution. Nah, it's Islam doesn't really do that.
I'm just suggesting they try it, because anything will help. Anything is better than nothing. Hello?
I mean, that's a sweet notion. It's, I guess, kind of, but nah. I mean, it's kind of why don't we all just get along and, do Western values? Nah.
Yes, I'm not suggesting Western values. I'm suggesting particularly the Charter of Medina, put out in 666 by Muhammad, which presses Jews into service and presses Jews into paying up for their war state. Have you read the Constitution of Islam? It's in dire need of critical analysis and a constitutional convention.
Well, if it's drafted by the Prophet Muhammad, then shouldn't really innovate on that, huh?
I just think it's kind of funny how, these atheist and theist rooms where if you are an atheist and you listen to theists and you're like, bro, you're just talking in metaphors and poetry and I'm borderline delusional with your belief system here because it's very imaginative. It's not based on fact or reality or laws of physics or nature. So the claim could be that I, this speaker here in this room, is the new prophet. And I have come with the final revelation direct from the messenger. You see what I'm saying? You can claim anything. And when people reject it, well, that's at their own, that's their opinion. But I'm just saying, until we get some enlightened Muslims to actually discuss philosophy and God in the English language, mind you, because I think a lot of this is we have a failure to communicate linguistically. So that, we are in need of higher levels of intelligence.
I think there's a lot of intelligent Muslims who would like to speak on that, yeah. I don't think they're all gonna say no. I think they're all down to have the conversation.
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm talking to you about it, right? So.
Yeah, but have you gone into other Muslim spaces on this app?
Yeah.
And
On this app?
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know.
Well, they claim that they have the most up-to-date religion out of all the world's religions, and their religion is the true religion, and all other religions are essentially reverse engineered out of Islam. With that type of all or nothing attitude, they're very difficult to communicate with.
I mean, yeah, that's just, if you're curious about it, just read the Quran or something. If it's something that'll convince you, then great. If not,
Well, I don't need the Quran. I got the Charter of Medina, which you've never read. You don't even know what's in the Charter of Medina.
Yeah, probably not.
Hold on. So people are saying other religions are reverse engineered from Islam.
Yeah, you didn't hear about you didn't hear about Muhammad's wild claims about being the messenger and the final revelation.
Well, the reason I laugh at that is,
Hello.
that might be something that might be a case you could make if it was 600 BC that he lived, but it was 680, and Judaism and Christianity and Zoroastrianism and Hinduism had already existed for like 2,000 years before he even began Islam. So actually, historically, that's bullshit.
Well, that's my point. Is that it's a ridiculous claim that Muhammad made, and really, I just view him as a charlatan fraudster who was very successful at it. And to this day, with over 1 billion adherents to his multi-level marketing scam, it's worked wonders. The Hajj, Saudi Arabia, it's the Disney World of the third largest religion. And kudos to them. But maybe they could update it. Instead of uh, their insane cultural practices of marrying young women, that would be one place to start for Muslims, is to update their marriage value system. Because again, we're only talking about a value system. My critique is of their values, not of anything else.
A child is not a young woman. I would critique the marrying of young girls.
Yes, yes, that's what I mean.
Yes, yes. Big difference between 17, 18-year-old and five for just born infant. Yeah.
But it's more than just that. It's the racism within Islam, it's the extremism, the polarization, the ideological polarization, the terrorism, the Nazism within it. There's a lot of Nazis and all the Palestinian terrorists that killed everybody on October 7th within their personal articles and in their apartments. They had lots of Nazism. So clearly, these people love to hate, and it's because they don't have any values and they don't have a vast philosophical system. They're caught up in their 660 Islamic State terrorism, and it's a weak and pathetic attempt at trying to go back in time. And thank God, you know, we have a military to destroy these terrorists.
Well, I mean, one thing I think is like Judaism and Christianity have both gone through significant reforms. Like if you look at Orthodox Judaism and Orthodox Christianity, there's some freaky deaky insane stuff that I don't want to go. But they've gone through reforms. So you have people who will reform of that, and that's something that Islam has never gone through. They have never had a reform. So it's like one certain kind of Islam only counts. I mean, there's a huge difference between an Orthodox Jew and a Reformed Jew. There's a huge difference between a fundamental Christian and, someone who just kind of technically goes, yeah, like Christian, but, secular is the word. They're really, I've met very few secular Muslims, and I mean, they're usually living in the West or going to school in the West. So, I mean, I would love to see kind of a reform come to Islam because I think that would be extremely useful, should be helpful. But and it's sort of in a sense, no, Orthodox Jews do not necessarily go around killing people unless you're a settler. Um, there's a few who have gotten a little violent with just also have some insane ideas about women and dress, because some similarities between, yeah. Yeah, what's coffee? This is, what's up with the title, Americans Want Sharia? People have spoken. What inspired that?
Fantastic economics. Do you want Sharia, Meg? Would that be cool or not?
That would probably be the one thing that would make me leave the US.
Oh,
If it was ever a federal law, I would probably go, bye-bye, leaving the country until it can sort itself out. No. Fuck no. I mean, look at my PTR. Like, I was an athlete. Do I want to be stoned because I'm showing off a lot of bare legs that are extremely, showing off my beautiful legs? No, I don't. So, fuck Sharia law.
you won't be instantly stoned.
Yeah, no.
Like, you think you'll be stoned on sight? No.
Oh, for Sharia law, I would definitely be stoned on site.
No, that's not how it works. You don't instantly die for like
No,
showing
okay,
your hair.
not on site. I would be arrested and brought to trial. It would be a sham trial. I would have no speaking up for myself, and then I would.
Do you think the trials in America are sham trials?
A sham trial would be sort of like just standing there with absolutely no defense and just basically a judge saying, look at this, you're showing off your legs, you were a, something or other, and you're gonna be stoned at dawn.
Or like when like a black guy who does like crack with like no money and he goes to jail and just like, oh, you have no money and you're black and you've done crack, so let's put you in jail forever, you know? Do you think that's a fair trial?
No,
Wait, you think black guys with a little bit of crack go to prison forever? In
No,
America?
obviously.
No. I mean, that would be.
I mean, don't we have an issue with them getting out like 35 times out of jail, never being convicted, yet they've had like 35 charges, or they've been to prison like 20 times?
You're talking about federal guidelines.
A lot of those actually are due to overcrowding in prison, which is a separate issue. That's because we're putting people in prison who have things like marijuana charges, or can't afford their bail. I mean, marijuana, it's pretty much recreation. It is medicinally legal everywhere. Marijuana should not mean a jail charge.
Crack cocaine was only a thing that was for federal sentencing guidelines. Like you got like twice as much time for crack cocaine versus powder. It wasn't.
Yeah, no, and that's an insane because that's kind of an economic thing that targeted the black community.
No, it was they did it for another reason. Black people asked for it.
Oh, they prefer cocaine.
No.
Black leaders requested for stronger sentencing for crack cocaine.
So like
just God.
So because like cocaine is something that you could find in all communities to an extent, but the violence was when it came to like powder cocaine was generally at the trafficker level, and so that was foreigners killing foreigners. Now with crack cocaine, that ended up first of all, it created a lot of crackheads, and crackheads like to break into homes, mug people, and then you have crack dealers that were fucking like murdering each other left and right. It made the black community of a war zone. So the black community was saying that was basically begging the government to crack down on them, and so they did, and they threw them in prison for a long fucking time.
Listen, I just gotta say for the record, Rich, you got my YouTube account clipped. It wasn't Pepe.
For what?
It was Rich. Let's just
How did I get
say,
your account clipped?
let's just say you were saying a certain group of people should be terminated.
Muslims?
A certain group of people should be.
Oh, Muslims.
A certain group of people, yeah. So that's what did it.
Yeah.
You cannot make claims.
It's not my fault you're recording a room and I'm in the room with.
Oh, it's not your fault. I'm just saying that, like, if I were to search my memory, you know, about people that say things that shouldn't be said on the internet, you are one of the leading vulgar, profane speakers. Congratulations.
I just put up, John, I did.
Congratulations.
Would you suck a dick if Muhammad would never exist? And then I did say that I would suck the dick so hard that the person's toes would curl and snap, and that I would send them into a full body seizure.
This sounds like good stand-up material. I'm taking notes.
Yeah. And I did say carpet bomb all of us.
Rabono Shalom. I am a journalist. I want to let all the YouTube moderators know that I'm a journalist here, having an open, journalistic, newsworthy conversation about war, about terrorism, and about politics. Thank you, YouTube
John
moderators.
said he wants to assist me.
So that was foreigners killing foreigners. Crack cocaine, that ended up in the personal thing of crackheads. Crackheads like to break into homes, people. And then you had the crack dealers that were like murdering each other left and right. Made the black community of the war zone. So black community was saying that basically they get the government to crack down on them. So they did. They put in prison for a long time.
So I just gotta say for the record, Rich, you got my YouTube account clipped. It wasn't that bad. It was Rich. Let's just say you were saying a certain group of people should be terminated. A certain group of people
thou forth, I say, aid and guard me in this work of art.
The Gnostic Catholic Church, the Order of the Knights of the Holy Ghost, the Order of the Illuminati, the Order of the Temple, Knights Templar, the Order of the Knights of St. John, the Order of the Knights of Mount Temple, the Order of the Knights of the Holy Sepulchre, the Hidden Church of the Holy Grail, the Hermetic Brotherhood of Light, the Holy Order of Rosicrucians appeared, the Order of the Holy Royal Arch and Clock, the Ancient and Celestic Rites of Priesthood, the Rites of Rubis, the Rites of Mystery, the Ancient and Accepted Scottish Rite of Masonry, the Spirit Glory and Love of Masonry, the Order of the Martinists, the Order of the Sapphire, and many other orders of equal merit, if of less fame.
My object all sublime, I keep it in my mind. A needle made of light, threading through the night. A
mark the hidden sea. I sharpen up the dream. The case is cold but clear. I waited long enough here. So let it come around, let the devil kiss the ground. I want the scales to sing on the edge of everything, to make the punishment fit the crime. Fit the crime. To make the punishment fit the You wore the borrowed face, you left no kind of grace. But every lie you spun turns back beneath the sun. I kept the final clue, like a blade inside my shoe. Now every step you take feels like the earth might break. So let it come around, let the devil kiss the ground. I want the scales to sing on the edge of everything, to make the punishment fit the crime. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I have held on long to the shape of what was lost, to the price, to the cost, to make the punishment fit the my object all sublime. I keep it in my mind. A needle made of light, threading through the night. I mark the hidden scene. I sharpen up the dream. The case is cold but clean. I've waited long enough here. So let it come around, let the cattle kiss the ground. I want the scales to sing on the edge of everything, to make the punishment fit the crime, fit the achieve in time? You were the borrowed face. You left no kind of grace. But every lie you spun turns back beneath the sun. I kept the final clue, like a blade inside my shoe. Now every step you take feels like the earth might break. So let it come around, let the gate kiss the ground. I want the scales to sing on the edge of everything, to make the punishment fit the crowd. Fit the crowd. Make the punishment fit the crowd. My object all sublime, I shall achieve in time. And if I'm wrong, but I have held on to the shape of what is lost to the promise, to the promise, to make the punishment fit the crowd. Fit the crowd, to make the punishment fit the crowd. Fit the crowd, my object all sublime, I shall achieve in time.
Women of the order who are about to become mothers receive all care, attention, and honor from all brethren. 68 special profess houses will be established for their convenience, should they wish to take advantage of them. 69 the order offers great social advantages to its members, bringing them as it does into constant association with men and women of high rank. 70 the order offers extraordinary opportunities to its members in their trades, businesses, or professions, aiding them by cooperation and securing them clients or customers. Elevate those! Elevate those! 71 the order offers friendship to its members, bringing together men and women of similar character, taste, and aspiration. 70 the secrecy of the order provides its members with an inviolable shroud of concealment. 70 the crime of slander, which causes so great a proportion of human misery, is rendered extremely dangerous, if not impossible, within the order by a clause in the obligation of the third degree.
Fire, middle of the desert.
Apparently they do this stuff.
They had photography 1,500 years ago.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was in 8K. And the aliens down there are the ones that videotaped it. They sent it to us.
See, that would
Bro,
be a cool
you know-
topic.
That's what I was, yeah, about the aliens. You know how fucking awesome it's gonna be? If we, hold on, Meg. If we find out that there actually are aliens and they've been here for thousands of years, and they've been recording, like, everything. They've recorded since, like, the dawn of man all the way through. Like, that means that they have Muhammad in the desert getting nailed by fucking Yelzit men. And we can go back through the library and be like, go in through like almost like ChatGPT or Google, if they like give that to us and gift us like all of history, it can go back and show the Muslims and show Muhammad getting rode by the 9 Alsat men who rode him in the desert and banged the shit out of him in front of his face. And we can show that to all the Muslims on big screen television.
I don't find
in front of the mosque. Bro, Ocean, how amazing would that be to put it on a projector and set it in front of a mosque? And like the actual video taken of Muhammad just getting fucking railed by big black dudes with giant dicks.
Why do you even care about this?
Because the Muslims hate
I'm
it.
gonna teach you that. Well, so what?
Because October 7th, because like the pogroms against Jew Christians. I don't know. Treating us as dummies.
Muhammad slaughtering pigs and then eating them and saying, that's my favorite food.
Or Muhammad, Meg, when Muhammad, it says, Aisha says that Muhammad used to go down to the river with a bunch of little boys to do wudu, his washing, and then he'd come back and he'd be covered in cum stains, and she says that she used to have to clean the cum stains off his clothes. Once you get cum stains after come back from the river.
Okay, awesome title. Go for it. BB, go for it. That sounds like a good title. Let's just do it.
No.
Why did Prophet Muhammad clean cum stains off his, or why did Aisha clean cum stains off his clothes?
I hate what this guy is saying, Rafi. I don't even want to get in the room with listening to this.
Norman, it's the truth. Norman, if I show you the Sahih,
It's gross. I don't like it, man.
okay, but if I were to show you, it's their writings.
I'm not interested.
It's not like I'm
Rich, it's not everybody's cup of tea, Rich. You're gonna have to get on a new topic, you know, because El Normo is a mod, and he's just going to either leave or he's going to kick you to the
thanks for giving
goo.
good ideas, John.
I'm not supposed to kick anybody.
Well, he'll just put you in the audience, just where you belong.
Well, only if Rafi says I should.
Well, Norman, would it be offensive?
Oh no. Oh no. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, those are $10. Those are $14 in China.
Every brother shall seek constantly to give pleasure to all brethren, with whom he is acquainted, whether by entertainment or
Those
conversation,
are $14 in China,
or in any
FYI.
other manner that may suggest itself. It will frequently and naturally arise that love itself springs up between members of the order. For that they have